オデュエルモンスターズ GX タッグフォース。
Hello everyone and welcome to the 10th CPU tournament in Season 1 of the Champions Cup. The 10th tournament that should give us our 9th champion, because remember, I won the first one and I don't qualify for Champions Cup. I'm not participating in these tournaments anymore. But we're here for the 10th one. The theme this time is male only. Only male characters are allowed to participate in this tournament. The females have already had their tournament. I think there was tournament 4. That was won by Tanya, so she's in the Champions Cup. Now it's male only, which means it's confirmed that the males will again take the advantage in terms of the amount of people in Champions Cup. Because right now it's 4 and 4 between male and female duelists, thanks to Jasmine winning the previous one. Now, one of the males is going to join. Now, before I reveal the bracket, which will just feature 16 people. It's not every male character in the game, because that'd be way too much. It's just a 16-person tournament with mostly randomly selected characters, but it does include some custom characters that I've made that haven't appeared yet. Now, I want to show off the custom characters that I have. I have quite a lot of decks, but what I want to show you just quickly all the custom ones that I have. Let's see, where does it start? Strings, the first user of Slifer the Sky Dragon in the anime, using a slime deck, has Slifer. Sortir, I'm pretty sure Sortir appeared in the Rayello tournament. He's the headmaster of Rayello. He barely ever appears in the anime, at least in any significant role. Yusei, because there are synchro cards in this, so we added Yusei. Chancellor Shepard, he was in the staff members tournament. And Dimitri has had a Yugi base deck, but now Dimitri has a Jaden deck, but a Jaden / Supreme King deck. Because this version has the evil stuff, some evil fusions. Pharaoh, the cat for Professor Banner, has appeared in at least one tournament before. Pretty sure I put him in Slifer Red. Marcel Bonaparte, I think that was my most recent addition, right? No. Yummy Merrick too, but I added Marcel Bonaparte, I think, for the Rayello tournament. He has all three of, not the legendary beasts, the sacred beasts. Haman, Raviel, Uriah, he has all of them. And Yami Merrick is there with his burn deck. Different from the burn deck that he'll have in Master Duel. But he does have this burn deck. And then that's not one. Yami Yugi is in there. I think that might be his World Championship, like 2008 deck, or very similar to it. I recognize that as being very similar to the version 3 deck I have in Master Duel for him. But I have a version 5 deck for Yami Yugi as well. And then Pegasus. Pegasus is there with his Toon deck. No Toon Kingdom yet in this game. Just Toon World. And Bandit Keith. Bandit Keith exists. He's there. And he actually has the Gatling Dragon Fusion. Merrick Ishtar. Decided to give him Gravekeepers, so that works out. Is this the Gravekeepers deck that did really good at Worlds at one point? Like Worlds 2008 or something? I think that's the one that Gladiator Beasts won. I feel like this is very similar to the Gravekeepers deck that got like top 4 or something. And then Ishizu, she has her Earth Fairies, plus a few other things. Plus a few other fairies. She has her fairy deck. That is just a themed deck, not for a character. Yeah, so that would be it. Some of these custom characters will be in the tournament. Now, which ones? Let me show you. The 16 characters that will be participating this time. We have No, not Marcel Bonaparte. Is it called Jean-Louis Bonaparte? Chancellor Bonaparte? The Bonaparte that's already in the game, the Vice Chancellor. He's in with his toy cards. Because I just call him Bonaparte, I understand that's a bit confusing, I guess. But Bonaparte's there. Yusei will be in this tournament as one of the customs. Now, obviously, there's no model for Yusei. It'll just be Mimicry taking his spot. But we're gonna say it's Yusei. Axel Brody and Cyrus Truesdale are in there. Para will reappear. He was in the last tournament. Well, obviously, everything from page 1 and 2 was in the last tournament. Everyone. Strings. So his slime deck with Slifer the Sky Dragon will be in. Don Zalug will get another shot at a title, because he already has one, has already been randomly selected for a few tournaments. He's always going to be in the Page 1 and 2 tournaments. He was randomly selected to be in this one, and the thing is, the next theme is villains after this, so that'll be either tournament 11 or 12, because I'll just do a random 16-person one as well soon. But the next theme I have for a tournament is villains, and he's a villain, so then he appears again. Don's Luke has a lot of opportunities to get another title. There's Professor Viper, Truman, Jim Crocodile Cook, who I believe got to the finals, didn't he? Yeah. And looking at his cards now that they've been actually released in DCG with a lot better effects, Jim's cards are good. I'm looking forward to making a deck for him in Master Duel. Haven't yet, but he'll probably be one of the next few characters I make a deck for, because I already have so many decks on there. Zane will be in here. Just Alba's Blue Zane, but still with Over Dragon. Was hoping to have unlocked his regular Cyber Dragon deck with this point deck 7, but for some reason I just couldn't, so. We're using the Over Dragon deck that we saw in the last tournament. Jagger Princeton, Dimitri. So he copied Jaden's Evil Hero. The Supreme King's deck, that's what he copied. I'm gonna give Dimitri just any deck that I feel like giving him that isn't really associated with a character. Well, that is associated with a character, but like maybe from World Championship or something. He has the Supreme King's deck. He has Evil Heroes. Adrian Gecko will be in this tournament, and then Atticus Rhodes and Chaz Princeton. Let me set this up. No, not the roll change. Standard, yes. Now remember, this is on Tag Force, so 1 loss and you are out. Mimicry, and we give Mimicry the Yusei deck. Yusei. There is Yusei. And then Bonaparte. The male-only tournament begin.
勉強の成果をテストしよう。我が輩の辞書には不可能という文字はない。そのことを思い知らせてやるである。デュエル。さて行くである。我が輩のターン。ドロー。行軍である。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。カードをセット。ターンエンド。行くぞ、先生のターン。ドロー。手札から。
You said, what do you got? Reinforcements of the army to start. Just Ghost Guard now. Just a set, maybe just a defensive Ghost Guard now. While he sets up from better synchros. さて行くである。我が輩のターン。ドロー。モンスター効果発動。Gotta destroy his power. Try by discarding one. Not the strongest chest, so it's probably not too bad. And then once Yusei gets a synchro out, which is relatively easy for him, it can be nice.
Reverse card open. Trap 発動。手札から魔法発動だ。こいつだ。モンスターを特殊召喚だ。
Alright. Oh, I was gonna say, why didn't Mystic Tomatoes let go? But effect destruction, he didn't even get to battle yet, Synchro boost just for some extra attack power. Okay. Goes for Kieran the Mage. But there's a shrink, so Tomato will lose, but at least that'll give them another summon. Because the Tomato's effect, so it's not too bad. And if they summon a Synchro like Junk Synchron, that could then make them stronger than Kieran the Mage again. What use they go for? Another Tomato, okay. Go for the defense? It's Morphing Jar, right? No, it's Spirit Reaper, never mind. I misremembered. I just remembered to be a lot of set cards all of a sudden. So I usually associate that with Morphing Jar. I try not to pay too much attention to what the bottom player has in their hand, so I can keep surprised, because I don't know what Yusei has versus cards. Ooh, Scrap Iron, that's a nice card to have. Because I can't see what Yusei's sets are, or what Yusei's hand cards are, so I don't really want to know that for the bottom player. I think if I ever get to Attack Force 4, 5, 6, then for CPU duels it is possible to turn that off. We'll turn off that you can see the hand cards for the bottom player. Unfortunately, Attack Force 3 doesn't look case. For Champions Cup and stuff like that, I intend to switch exclusively to Master Duel for the next season. This being season 1 of Champions Cup. That'll just be Attack Force 3 with King's Cup on Master Duel. If you haven't seen the explanation video for King's Cup, I made a specific one for King's Cup recently. So that'll be up. And that should already be up on YouTube by this point. You can watch it, and then in the next few days, that will start as well. I'm really excited to get the stuff on Master Duel going with the animations. There are match duels there. There's no character animations like you see Bonaparte drawing cards or summoning things, getting damaged. All those animations don't exist on Master Duel, but you get a lot more fancier just attacking, damaging animations on the field itself. I like that. It does save time, so I allow match duels there. So if you lose once because you bricked, you still have a chance by getting the next 2 fights. When's Yusei gonna draw a tuner monster to turn things around? Because Bonaparte can't get past Ghost Gardener. Unstable Evolution, he's behind, so that makes Ghost Gardener's attack 2400. He's gonna attack with it? And they're gonna put him behind too. That'd still increase the attack power though. Yeah, it'd still be 1000 now. So in a sense that's good, but this the main reason he still has that many life points is because they couldn't get past Ghost Gardener. Now they can. So as long as Bonaparte attacks Ghost Gardener first, then that's going to be good. And Kieran the Mage also just takes out Unstable Evolution to make it 0 attack. That's going to be some big damage to Yusei. There's a few characters with quite a few anime exclusive cards that were never released. Like Jim had it, but then his entire Fossil collection got released a few years ago, so that's really good. The toy cards for Bonaparte, they don't. Like there's Toy Magician, but I don't think Toy Knight and Toy Emperor were ever released, and those are his main cards. I want to use them if Bonaparte wins. Like if Bonaparte doesn't win Champions Cup, I don't have to put him in Master Duel. Although I'd like to just have a deck for pretty much any character. Now that I have a lot of decks on Master Duel though, I wish I could order them, like sort the decks based on alphabetical order, or like on versions of the deck that I have, the strengths that I've set up. Because at this point, if I just want to look for Yami Merrick's deck, it can sometimes take quite a long time for me to find it among the many decks I have. And most of the decks I have are version 4 decks, which include Yami Merrick's, and it can be hard to find them. But Yusei needs to turn this around as a tuner monster. And I think that's his 3rd tomato. Because he used the first one to summon the one that was just destroyed. So now summon a tuner, and then on your next turn do a synchro. That's a Junk Synchron. Bonaparte does have 3 set cards though. That's a little scary. There's a Quillbolt Hedgehog that can come out from the graveyard because there's a tutor on the field. So that's already Junk Warrior possible. And he's gonna go for level 5, so it's probably Junk Warrior. Doesn't have an animation yet in this game, but it will in Attack Force 4. Yeah. It is possible that I will go to... Ooh, that's not good. That'll go for you, say. That'll go to Attack Force 4, 5, and 6 later, because I do intend to just do casual playthroughs of 4, 5, 6 when we get... Just whenever I feel like it. Just at some point in the future. And then if I have unlocked enough characters, I do want to do maybe a season of Champions Cup in whatever game we're going for at the time. And then go back to Master Duel after that. There's his Toy Emperor. I think if that destroys a monster by battle, you get to add a trap from deck to hand, which is actually quite a good effect. At least for this, like for a slower pace. Duel. Attack Sonic check? No, it goes for the other one, Speed Warrior. Go on the Mage, the only one that can take a Sonic check. Yeah, for a slower paced duel like GX era, original era, Toy Emperor is pretty nice. 2200 attack on off of 1 tribute. And then you get to add a trap from deck to hand if you have a bunch of stuff like Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force, Magic Cylinder, 7 Tools of the Bandit, stuff like that. That can be really nice. You can search for whichever one you feel is appropriate for the current situation. Richard Toy Magician is also one of the 5Ds era cards from the one of the early sets, but because the toy cards, Bonaparte got to use it. And the trap he chooses is Torrential Tribute, just in case he uses summon something big. This looks like advantage Bonaparte against Yusei. I would have definitely expected Yusei to win this duel. I had predictions for, because I made the bracket for this tournament a long time ago, many months ago. Just never got around to doing this tournament. I don't remember at all what I predicted, but right now, if I'd have to predict again, I'd say Yusei over Bonaparte. But Bonaparte had the advantage. Yusei couldn't get a Synchroze out early enough, and once Ghost Gardener was gone, it was even more difficult for Yusei. Toy Emperor eventually would have been able to take out Ghost Gardener, yes, but there was no Toy Emperor at the time. Here the Ashley attack was the strongest one. That's the one thing I don't like about the Master Duel AI. Well, there's a few decks that just don't know how to play, which I can understand. It requires so much programming. But sometimes they attack with such weak monsters. Earlier, when I was doing a duel, one of the characters did a double tribute for a set monster. So like a level 7+ monster, and they set it. So that is a very likely high defense monster. The opponent was a Destiny Hero player. Well, had Destiny Hero cards. Destiny Hero Defender, absolutely meant to be in defense. Summons it in an attack position instead. 100 attack. Attacks into the defense, which is Redox Dragon Ruler of Boulders. So that was not only 2900 damage, but also left Defender in attack position. And while I was talking about that, Bonaparte destroyed Yusei and won in his own turn. Bonaparte to the quarterfinals. Might be kind of appropriate that Yusei doesn't win a GX tournament. He's one of the few non-GX characters in there, like Strings, Yami Merrick, regular Merrick, Ishizu, Yugi. They're not from GX. And one of the reasons I do like to use the custom characters is because I can make decks for characters that don't exist in this world, in this era, or at least in this game. Because Yugi does exist in the GX era, but he only duels in the last few episodes. So Bonaparte actually in the quarterfinals. Who's gonna join him though? Are we gonna see Axel Brody or Cyrus Truesdale? Actually, Cyrus has deck number 3, but which of the Cyruses is that? Is that red, yellow, or blue? Let's check. Number 3 is Obelisk Blue Cyrus. Oh yeah, I remember. Because his number 3 deck has Zane's evil cards. No, not Adrian Gecko. Adrian Gecko's later in the tournament. I want Axel Brody. Give me Axel Brody. There you go, Volcanics.
もう決めたんだ。僕はもう追いかけない。強くなって一緒に歩いていくんだ。
俺の炎とお前の信念、どちらが熱いか勝負だ。デュエル。小手調べと行こう。俺のターン。ドロー。手札から永続魔法発動。モンスター効果発動。
Doing some effect damage turn 1.
まだまだ。
Cyrus hasn't even had a turn yet and is already 1500 damage. That's gonna be another 500, right? Yeah. 2000 damage, just turn 1.
まだまだ。
カードをセット。ターンエンド。
いけないぞ。僕のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
俺のターン。ドロー。ゲットセット。モンスターを特殊召喚。
Okay.
バトル。
I guess because he already had Slicer, that
モンスターで攻撃を
yeah, he's just
行う。
confirming that it can take out the other monster. And it was Moss Dragon. Moss Dragon now can't summon anything, so that helps.
よし、僕のターン。ドロー。手札から永続魔法発動。
Ooh. Moss Dragon is a level 3 dragon. Ooh, there. That's scary, especially if he has Dragon's Mirror. He doesn't, but that's still a scary card. Axel, what do you have for that?
加熱する。
Actually, Axel has Giant True Name. You can use it this turn or next turn.
カモン。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。
リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。
And so cheaper to take out some monsters. That's probably smart. Saves them from effect damage from Solar Flare as well.
モンスター効果発動。行くよ。
Okay, so that was Twin Head Behemoth. So he actually gets a monster back too.
リバースカード
Smart move. But then Torrential Tribute just on that though. You don't want to wait until it's summoned next turn. You lose 1000
ターンエ
attack.
ンド。
いけないぞ。僕のターン。
Yeah.
ドロー。
Nah, probably don't want to save. You could still save it for 5-headed dragon.
モンスターをセット。
I would expect him to use Giant Trunit this turn
カードをセット。
to stop Future Fusion. Oh, that's Morphing
ターン
Jar.
エンド。
Use Giant Trunade. Use Giant Trunade and then attack Morphing Jar. Because he doesn't just set 3 cards out of nowhere. Yes, Giant Trunade and then Volcanic Rocket. Okay, that's another 1000 damage. Can he attack that turn? You want can't attack.
モンスターを
No!
セット。
You're gonna allow him? You're letting him have 5-headed dragon as well? Like, okay, I understand that the AI doesn't know that that's Morphing
僕
Jar.
のターン。
But Future Fusion. You just gave him 5-headed dragon and you don't have Torrential anymore.
この乗り物だ。モンス
Oh no. Cyrus is a 5-headed dragon. Here comes Morphing Jar. Bye bye Giant Trunade, which now can't get rid of Future Fusion and therefore can't get rid of 5-headed dragon.
モンスター効果発動
There is Scattershot though. But it wasn't sent by Tri-Blaze Accelerator, so no extra effect to destroy stuff.
大丈夫かな。モンスターを攻撃表示
They did get Tri-Blaze Accelerator, but it doesn't matter. Cyber Dark Edge comes out, Moss Dragon's in the graveyard, Hunter Dragon as well, so that's a little better.
バトルだ。
Axel, you're in trouble? This is gonna be big. That might not have been the best choice.
やるな
Because now 5-headed dragon can't attack directly. Also, volcanic counter. Oh, actually, that might have been good. Although, no, actually, they should have directed attacks with Cyber Dark Edge on the defense monster. Then Morphing Jar direct attack to activate volcanic counter. And then 5-headed dragon.
モンスター効果発動
Volcanic counter is still dealing some burn damage, so Cyrus is slowly losing everything. 2550 left.
ターンエンド。
ここからさらに加熱する俺のターンドロー
Volcanic wall, that's his best way. Ooh, it doesn't get
装備
anything.
魔法発動
Boomchip Barrow can get him a nice card. He has swords. Cyrus doesn't have any free spell and trap zones, so we don't know if any of them can take out
モンスターを特殊
a
召喚
spell like Sword of Revealing Light.
モンスター効果発動
Okay.
手札から
Blaze Accelerator, straight up make a Tri-Blaze.
手札から永続魔法発動
Wait, oh yeah, they destroy something! It's 500 damage plus destroy something. That is his way out. And the burn damage continues. He can wait, he can do it again? Destroy monsters and 500 damage. Oh, Axel. Yes, and still swords.
手札から魔法
Don't
発動
set gravity binding in case they have like heavy storm. This is suddenly looking very good for Axel Brody. All of that burn that he's done is really helping out too. But it's that destruction of 5-headed dragon and probably Cyber Dark Edge too, because that can direct attack. That was good.
お兄さんにもらった僕のキラーカードだ。
Oh,
魔法発動。パワーボンド。
special card attacks. Okay, there's all three, and here comes Cyber Dark Dragon.
この乗り物だ。モンスターを融合召喚。
But it can't attack.
モンスター効果発動。
But it gets 5-headed dragon though. Oh, imagine if it could attack. What power is it at? 8,003. Oh my god. Does take 1,000. Yeah, power bond doubles into 2,000. Add another 5,000 from 5-headed dragon to get 7,000, and then I think it's every dragon in the grave, every monster in the grave gets another 1,000. Actually, I need to do it soon. Volcanic Queen to get rid of Cyber Dark. Yep. Bye bye. Couldn't I use it
タ
for
ーンエンド
Tri-Blaze Accelerator though?
僕のターンか。
Maybe it can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects? I don't remember the exact details of it. Cyrus gets his Destiny draw, but he needs it now. Monster Reborn isn't going to be enough. Gets Hammer.
モンスターを特殊召喚。
Ooh. But he doesn't have Volcanics in the grave, so that effect won't work.
モンスター効果発動。
And Volcanic Queen has to be the monster.
ターンエンド。
Volcanic Queen is going to help burn eventually.
迷いが出たな俺のターンドロー
Oh, Wall of Revealing Light is on Volcanic Wall. Gonna try it again. That's it. That was 2 cards. That was what he needed. Axel Brody burns Cyrus to the ground. Even though he tried, Axel had an answer.
あ、負けちゃった。くそー、あと少しだったのに。
ミッションコンプリート。身も心もまさに燃えて
Extinguished. No, he was set ablaze. Axel Brody will fight Bonaparte in the quarterfinals. We're going to go to our next custom character. That's what the M means. M stands for Mimicry, which is the character that can use any deck. Strings. I need a bit of a stally deck, some slime cards, and then Slifer. Let's see if we can bring it out. Or if Para will knock them out instantly. Hi Davi, nice to see you. I don't often see you in the chats, it's really cool to see you here. Wait, gold pixel heart, what does that mean? Where does that come from, the gold pixel heart that you have? Squirrel! Just interrupting Paris turn with a squirrel! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Oh, polymerization straight out from Strings. He has Humanoid Wormdrake. That's his fusion. And this is not Battle City, so he can attack turn 1 with it. Remember that rule in Battle City? Fusion monsters couldn't attack the turn they're summoned. So they had a quick play spell called Quick Attack. I think it was a quick play spell. It might have been a normal spell that allowed them to attack turn 1. Pretty sure Strings did have that one. But he can put up some offensive pressure with that plus Revival Gem. Revival Gem, go! But Rush recklessly will beat Revival Gem, but Revival Gem is gonna come back, right? It's not as not as useful of an effect as in the anime, where it just comes back indefinitely. Here it's pay 1,000, it comes back in defense next standby, I think. But it's probably worth it, especially this early on in the duel. Get another monster to defend your life points, potentially to attack with. Gem Breeding Machine, that does mean he can't summon anything else though. And the problem with Gem Breeding Machine is the tokens come out in attack position during your standby phase, so you summon them during your turn, so you can't manually switch to defense at the same turn. Creature Swag. That's good, because he gets a stronger monster, and because Kamakiri will still hit his graveyard, he'll get the extra monster. And Mimicry's just gonna get the token plus Revival Gem. That's looking good for Para. That's a bit of damage. Kamakiri to the grave. My pleasure. Hello, Alka. Hello, Chat. Was lurking just watching silently. That's okay. Whether you lurk or whether you chat consistently, I don't mind. As long as you're happy to be here, then I'm happy to have you. Happy to see someone streaming Tag Force 3, but probably my most favorite Yu-Gi-Oh game ever. That's really cool. You played Tag Force games? I never had a PSP, so I never played it until relatively recently. And I like doing CPU tournaments. I like doing simulated stuff, like with the WWE games, they do something similar. I just simulate my world and create my own stories around it. So this tournament is part of a much bigger series that I do on this game and a Master Duel. This is a tournament that is part of the Champions Cup, as I call it. I do a bunch of tournaments, usually 16-person tournaments. Sometimes more, depends on the theme of it. And it's the person that wins the tournament qualifies for the Champions Cup. Once there are 16 people that qualify for Champions Cup, we will hold said Champions Cup, a 16-person elimination tournament, and the winner will become the Champion of Champions. And they get the title, and they are basically the winner of the Champions Cup in the first season. On the other side, so this is a stream that I will usually do during the weekends, and the VOD will go up on YouTube in the following days. My YouTube is Alka193 as well, by the way. And then a Master Duel, which I'm starting in the next few days, is what I call the King's Cup, where there's 20 duelists from 6 different anime series, plus 2 games, plus a custom character, plus a manga character. Also, Para obliterated Strings. But those 20 characters will go into a round-robin style tournament. They will all have one duel every week. And because there's 20 duelists, therefore each individual duelist has 19 opponents. They have 19 duels to do in total, so it'll take at least 19 weeks to get through that. Round 1 is coming later this week. On this Twitch channel, all of these tournaments will be happening live on Twitch, and then the VOD will go up on YouTube in the days following it. And then once one is over, that's the end of Season 1. We come in with new qualifiers for Champions Cup and the Champions Cup qualifier tournaments. And then for the King's Cup, in the round robin tournament, like the bottom 5, bottom 10, or something, I haven't figured the exact number out, they drop out. New ones come in. And the one that's number 1 rank at the end of a season of the King's Cup will become the King of Games, or Queen of Games in case of a female duelist. Yugi is one of the participants in there. He's the current King of Games. I'm going to call it. He's defending his title. Let's see if it works out for him. So, if all goes well, you'll see me stream Tag Force every weekend. Maybe occasionally I'll have a weekend off due to other plans, but the plan is Champions Cup, which will be on Tag Force 3, first season, second season, probably Master Duel, maybe future Tag Force games like 4, 5, 6. In the future at some point, and then it'll always be Master Duel for the King's Cup. Right, 2 characters that will be in the Villains tournament as well, which is one of the next 2. Professor Viper. And one of the previous champions, one of the ones that has already qualified for the Champions Cup. And due to how they're randomized to be in multiple tournaments, they keep getting a chance to, well, not qualify again, because you can only qualify once. Oops, I never actually opened the bracket. Huh, alright. Danzaru keeps getting a chance. And you get, more optimal seeding advantage. Yeah, more optimal seeding if you win multiple tournaments. Now, if you're the only one that wins 2 tournaments, it doesn't really mean much whatsoever. But after Season 1, the Season 1 champion of champions, so the winner of the Champions Cup, let's say it's Danzalu, he will then automatically qualify for the Season 2 Champions Cup. He can still be in the occasional random tournament, I think. But he will... maybe not. I don't know. I haven't decided on that, because we're not in Season 2 yet. But then Danzalu would qualify at the best seed as the defending champion for the next Champions Cup. So even if someone else, let's say Yusei, wins 3 tournaments to qualify for the Champions Cup, he gets seed 2. Okay, not that many monsters for Viper. Also, I think his name is wrong. Is that Professor Thelonious Viper Pro? As if they put Professor there a second time. Do we know that's Iron Chain Snake? I don't think Danzalu is that strong, but he has some... if he can get his monsters out and like lose you some of your advantage, like in your hand especially, you can't really get the advantage back, then that is what Danzalu can be good at. Dark Scorpions, I believe, did win a world championship at one point with a hand destruction / control deck. The Venom does keep infecting the monsters. Watching the game, the music etc. gives me goosebumps. I restarted playing Yu-Gi-Oh! A few days ago after leaving for nearly 12 years. I'm happy to get back in. That's fun. Yeah, I've played Yu-Gi-Oh for as long as I can remember, really, playing various video games, usually the ones on the Nintendo systems, like World Championship and stuff. Never got to play Tag Force. It did seem really cool, so I'm happy that in recent years I've been able to start playing Tag Force. I've put up some of the story mode stuff, story modes videos from Tag Force 3 on my channel as well. I have a bunch of already recorded that I can relatively quickly edit and upload. But Yu-Gi-Oh is something I've liked. In a good many years ago when Dueling Network was a thing, I was an admin on that for a good many years until it was unfortunately had to be shut down. Dueling Book is back, however my year and good amount off competitive Yu-Gi-Oh basically between Dueling Network going down and Dueling Book being back, I lost touch with the meta, and I'll be honest, I don't really enjoy the meta too much anymore. Too many combos, too much of the opponent sets up a board of 3 negates and takes 5 minutes minimum, usually more. While you can't even play, like you might be able to play an Ash Blossom or Effect Veiler if you happen to draw that in the opening hand. But otherwise you just do nothing. And I really don't like it. There's the occasional combos and maybe 1 or 2 bigger ones. I'm okay with that. I like certain that combos are available, but I much more like the pace of the game when it was still like late GX era, early 5Ds era, early Synchro era. I like that pace of the game the most. So I still like a lot of the new cards, and I tried it. I'm also working on my own Yu-Gi-Oh series where I make like anime style duels in my own world with fancy stuff. I haven't figured every detail out yet, but I hope to, with even voice acting, I hope to have that on YouTube at some point in the future. But then I could always just dictate the pace myself, because I write the duels myself. Let's see, I'm mostly GX and 5Ds only. All after Zexal R5 Reigns, I gave up. I'm an only Synchro player. Okay, that's fine. Do you know how the other summon mechanics work that were introduced after 5Ds? Or do you just not bother because you don't care? A little bit, okay. Like, Pendulum stuff is just too complicated for me. Yeah, it gets pretty complicated. Pendulum is relatively complicated with all the special rules. Just purely explaining the summoning mechanics of it isn't too hard. But then you get the extra rules with the extra deck and face-up extra deck, plus having a pendulum effect and a monster effect, and what does it count at in different zones. That can get pretty complicated, and then Lynx came with a bunch of rules that actually updated the game board, and then a couple years later they changed it again. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is an extremely complicated game. At base, you can still learn the basic and it's fine. I think Master Duel has a really good tutorial for it. But there is so much complicated stuff and card interactions. It's too... I feel like for a new beginner player now, to get to competitive is extremely daunting and hard. It's possible if you want it and you like the game enough. But me, as a seasoned player who knows most of even the intricate rulings, it's too much for me to be interested. Also, I'm never going to play it in real life because it just costs way too much money to even get to a tournament and get the deck ready. I'll play online. I'll be happy to play online. If I happen to find a deck that does pretty well competitively, like now I have a Gravekeeper's deck that I'm pretty happy with. I like it. I use that. And sometimes I play that a Master Duel and I have to wait for almost 10 minutes while a Super Heavy Samurai player OTKs me. Or something else sets up a board with 3 negates, and then it's finally my turn and I try to play Necro Valley or Raigeki, or I set Drowning Mirror Force in response to be ready for an opponent's attack, and they just destroy it before I can even do anything. That's frustrating. But in general, I still enjoy the game. Don't summon yourself. Good. You set yourself because then you can't get a Venom counter.
るいな。私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動する。
2 swords. Okay. I think the main reason swords is there now is to flip,
モンスターに毒を
to have
注入。
Donzaluk face up so it's affected by Venom Swamp. Or whatever it was, because the Viper didn't know before playing swords. Well, this way Venom Swamp affects it.
私のターン。ドロー。
But this might actually take a little while, so I'm going to skip the animations.
攻撃。
With Venom Swamp plus swords, this is going to take a while. Probably should have just set Gorg, because it's already weaker. And Donzaluk doesn't have that many cards that can beat something that's a 2000 stat, in this case a defense for Venom Cobra. It's gonna get destroyed next turn. Okay, we're gonna see any action with attacking. He has 2 extra Venom Swamps. Are we gonna see something fancy? Because that's the unfortunate thing about the extra animations. If they get into a stall fest, this takes forever. Ooh, Excel Force. They're gonna take a Venom Cobra and then we're gonna attack. We're gonna see actual attacking now. It's not much, but it's attacking. It's damage. 1100 left for Viper. He hasn't had a monster other than Venom Cobra for a while. Venom Swamp to the hand. It'll be played again during Viper's turn. He has 3 of them in his hand now. But it does mean that Chick the Yellow doesn't lose points this turn. I like the extra effect that comes off of the card Venom Swamp when he activates in that animation. $500 points might still be worth it just to attack. Because if he's in defense, then he's gonna get destroyed anyway. Unless he has Gorg to tribute it, just attack with it. Might as well do some extra damage. He's almost done. And that does mean you keep your monster. Oh, Rush Recklessly. That's a finish! Chick the Yellow finishes the duel. Donzaluk to the quarterfinals. Yeah, he needed that Exiled Force to get rid of Venom Cobra, and then with Viper not having drawn another monster for many turns, Donzaluk was able to do it. The fact that Chick the Yellow removed Venom Swamp from the field just for 1 turn meant Chick the Yellow stayed on the field, which meant it had enough to stay on the field till Donzaluk's turn. That was good. Donzaluk goes to the quarterfinals and will face Para. Now, as a quick reminder for those that don't remember, because it's been, well, outside of the tournament I did last week, it's been a while since the last few. Let me remind you who all the tournament winners are. The first tournament was random 16-person tournament. I joined the first 2 tournaments. I won the first one, but I decided very quickly I don't want to be in the Champions Cup. I shouldn't be there. So tournament 2 was won by Disa, which is one of the Obelisk Blue girls. She was actually second place in the first tournament, the one that I won. So I really like Disa. Disa's will also be in the first season of the King's Cup. So we'll see Disa again in a few days with her Monarch deck in the King's Cup as well. Third tournament was won by Donzaluk. The fourth tournament was the first themed one, which was female only. That was won by Tanya with her Amazoness. The Slifer Red tournament was won by Zanny, with his 3 Anteater Eating Ants, plus 37 traps. Really stall heavy. He won by deck out twice in semifinals and finals, beating Lyman Banner in the finals. 6th tournament was won by Alexis Rhodes, probably one of the strongest characters we have. Then the Raw Yellow tournament was tournament 7, won by Tyranno Hasselberry. The staff members tournament was won by Dr. Crowler with a pretty consistent Gadget Ancient Gear deck. And then when I did a tournament of all page 1 and 2 characters, which is 47 characters total, which include 5 previous champions, it was Jasmine, one of the Obelisk Blue girls, one of Alexis's friends, who won that tournament with her Wind and Harpy deck. We're doing the male-only tournament now, then Obelisk Blue next, so every Obelisk Blue student, then a random 16-person tournament again, then Villains tournaments, then a tournament with Type and Attribute Specialists, then one with Archetype users. Tournament 16, I'm just telling you about a bunch of the plans. Tournament 16 is going to be the Everybody Joins tournament. So literally every character in the game. And allow me to show you, I said there were 47 characters, right? In the first 2 pages. Let's go to page 3. All of these will be in it too. It's a single elimination. I am 100% turning animations off for that tournament. Number 123, 124, I'm pretty sure I still have to unlock. I think. And then you have Omnael, you have Supreme King, you have Night Shroud, which count as separate characters, so add another 3, plus every single custom character, which will be controlled by Mimicry, which will also be in the tournament. So imagine about, instead of a 16-person tournament, there'll be about 140. Yeah, that tournament's gonna take a couple of streams to do. So probably every weekend we do a certain portion of it. It's gonna be a big tournament for sure. Alright, Jim, you got to the finals, I think, last time? I think. You lost to Jasmine. Let's see if you have another shot at it here. You're gonna have to fight Truman, though. I think number 3 is his Dark World deck? I'm not sure. One of them is his Dark World deck.
Okay, Karen. Here we go.
Yeah, it's really cool. And when his fossil cards were finally released into the TCG and OCG, because they are actually, it took a very long time. They stayed anime exclusive for so long, so they just have their anime effects in this game. When they were released for the regular game, they had upgraded effects, almost all of them, and his deck is really good now.
Are you okay? 俺のターンだ。ドロー。ライドン、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。リバースカードオープン、トラップ発動。手札から魔法を発動する。カードをセット。ターンエンド。常識にとらわれないのが私のデュエルでね。私のターン。ドロー。リバースカードオープン、トラップだ。よし、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。ターンエンド。Are you okay? 俺のターンだ。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。君の得意技は分かった。私のターン。ドロー。よし。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。ターンエンド。エキサイティング。俺のターンだ。ドロー。モンスターをセット。
ターンエンド。常識にとらわれないのが私のデュエルでね。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。レッツテイスト。俺のターンだ。ドロー。モンスター効果発動。
Golem, Sentry, and Guardian Sphinx, some of the cards that Jim has. If you can't take them out instantly, or he has something like Swords active, he can reuse them. That's really useful. Especially Guardian Sphinx is being able to send every monster back to the hand. And with its higher stats, it's really hard to deal with. So you need to summon Silva, like just tribute summon it, attack over Golem Sentry, because otherwise it's going to send something back every turn.
よし、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。伏せカードオープン。トラップを発動する。何？カードをセット。ターンエンド。レッツテイスト。俺のターンだ。ドロー。ライドン。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。バトルファイト。モンスターでダイレクトアタック。効かんな。ターンエンド。常識にとらわれないのが私のデュエルでね。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。レッツテイスト。俺のターンだ。ドロー。ライドン。バトルファイト。モンスターで攻撃。リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。ターンエンド。君の得意技は分かった。私のターン。ドロー。バトル葬れ。モンスターでダイレクトアタック。ノープロブレム。ターンエンド。レッツテイスト。俺のターンだ。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。常識にとらわれないのが私のデュエルでね。私のターン。ドロー。カードをセット。ターンエンド。ゲットセット。俺のターンだ。ドロー。カードをセット。モンスター効果だ。モンスター効果発動。モンスター効果発動。よし、モンスターを特殊召喚。よし、モンスターを特殊召喚。モンスター効果を発動する。モンスター効果発動。モンスター効果発動。よし、モンスターを特殊召喚。目覚めよ。モンスターを特殊召喚。リ リバースカードオープントラップ発動カモンモンスターを特殊召喚
He lost one monster, he summons the Gaia Plate, and here comes Falsa Fusion. That's a level 5 from Truman's Graveyard. Give us Fossil Warrior Skull Knight. All the effects and special summons, yep. Like, we're in turn 16, I feel like it took us 10 turns to get... No wait, we're still not below 6,000 life points. But now he's gonna fight. Is there still a Mirror Force face down? If there's a Mirror Force face down, then oh my god. That's a Skullger, because the other monster's level 4 or below. Giant True Knight to send stuff back in case it's a Mirror Force. It was not. Time Stream to power up Skullger? Is he gonna summon... Is it Skullger? No, but he's gonna summon power of Skull Knight for this one. So many special summons. Here comes Skull King. Truman is in trouble. He does have swords in his hand to stall some more, but wait, that's piercing? It's over then, right? Or no, he's 50 left. He should have attacked with the Dark World. He should have attacked with the Dark World. He has 50 life points. 50. Any damage, and Truman's done for. If Jim just did his calculation and realized he could have attacked with the Dark World. The Giant Truninator was safe. So there's MSD, Premature Barrel's not going to work. There's Swords. Torrential, that one's going to be big. Play Torrential, hope Jim summons something. That is what you need right now. And Swords, yeah. Maybe just MSD the set immediately. They didn't play Torrential? It's like, I understand the AI always sets max 2 cards per turn, just in case of something like Harpy's Feather Dust or Heavy Storm, stuff like that. But Torrential, they have a giant field. Oh, Heavy Storm. Oh yeah, I think Jim wins. As long as he can beat the set is weak. I think Jim's in the quarterfinal. So Torrential wouldn't have done anything. Yeah, it's done. Truman's out, Jim to the quarterfinals.
Perfect. こんなに見せ場をくれて、You はいいのかい？今回は遅れを取ったが、次はさらなる力で君を迎えよう。
I feel like Truman has a relatively good deck, but he never makes it far. I'm gonna make a note of making Truman's deck, so I'll give him Dark World. Because Truman's used multiple decks throughout the anime. But I'm gonna give him Dark World for Master Duel. And then make it a bit better with like the initial Dark World structure deck stuff with like Grapha. Not the newest one with the Grapha Fusion and stuff, but I'll make him a version 4 deck with a lot of good support. Gateway to Dark World, Grapha, stuff like that. And have some good fun with that. I think that's probably the deck I want to work on next. Dark World for Truman, and then a Fossil deck perhaps for Jim. That's Jim to quarterfinals. Who's gonna join them? Who's gonna try and defeat Jim? It's gonna be Jagger Princeton. Because of course, with their money, they were gonna have one person in there. Jagger Princeton with his number 2 deck instead of number 3, which is interesting. Not sure why I selected that. There must be a clear difference in the two. And then Zane Truesdale. It's still deck number 3. I wish I had deck number 7 ready for him, but I haven't been able to unlock it. That's the main reason why it took so long to get to the male-only tournament, because I wanted to unlock deck 7 for Zane. But I couldn't get to it. So I decided, screw it, I do want to get this tournament done at some point. I haven't seen Zaner's Obelisk Blue outfit for a while. He is still using like his Underworld deck. But it's like, it's his early Underworld deck. He still has a Cyber End, he still has that. He doesn't use a Cyber Dark, so I feel like this is Obelisk Blue Zane as he is going to the Underworld, like, initially. Not Underworld, but like Underground Duels.
全力でいく。俺のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンを終了する。いつまで持つかな。私のターン。ドロー。手札からモンスター効果発動。こいつでモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。手札から魔法発動する。バトルだ。やれモンスターで攻撃。想定内だな。手札から魔法発動する。ターンエンド。全力でいく。俺のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。いつまで持つかな。私のターン。ドロー。バトルだ。やれモンスターで攻撃。モンスターをセット。手札から永続魔法だ。ターンエンド。デュエルはこれからだ。俺のターン。ドロー。よしモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚する。カードをセット。ターンエンドだ。いつまで持つかな。私のターン。ドロー。こいつでモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。バトルだ。やれモンスターで攻撃。モンスター効果発動。ターンエンド。よし俺のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法を発動する。さあ行くぞ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚する。手札から魔法を発動する。ターンを終了する。いつまで持つかな。私のターン。ドロー。バトルだ。やれモンスターで攻撃。リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。これはモンスターをセット。ターンエンド。全力でいく。俺のターン。ドロー。さあ行くぞ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。よしモンスターを特殊召喚。
Alright, Chimeric Fortress, let's see what it can do. 3000 attack.
行くぞモンスターで攻撃。
The Dark Chaos with Fusion's gone, so that's less chance of a King Dragoon.
くぞ私のターンドロ
What can you do, Jagger?
ーモンスターをセットターンエンド行くぞ俺のターンドロー次はこいつだモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚する
Okay. If this is Master Duel, that Cyber Valley would have attacked.
モンスターで攻撃
Because Master Duel AI is weird like
モ
that.
ンスター効果だ
I don't know why it does that.
拝ませてやるモンスター
At least the ones
召
in
喚
just the CPU versus CPU duels. And I don't. There's so many settings
ターンを
for
終了する
probably how the CPU acts, but I don't know how to turn that bit off because that's
ドロー
just frustrating. Mostly they just play their decks and they play it well, but that I don't understand. And it's gonna affect some of the tournaments, unfortunately. Okay, get him out of sets.
ターンエンド
But what can he do with it?
行くぞ俺のターンドローモンスター効果発動戦闘だ行けモンスターで攻撃を行うモンスター効果発動こいつだモンスターを特殊召喚
ターンを終了する
行くぞ私のターンドローモンスター効果だ手札から魔法発動する
Oh no. Zane, are you okay? You're gonna be okay because you don't have Torrential Mirror Force active yet. I know Overload Fusion's in your hand too. You have a lot of options, but what is your set card? Because you're in trouble right now. There's the King Dragoon we were talking about earlier. If Zane survives this turn, he has Torrential, his Mirror Force, he has Overload Fusion. If he survives this turn.
こいつだモンスターを攻撃表示
Oh my gosh. Wait, can't Chimera attack? Well, I don't think it matters.
こいつだ
Mirror Force is limited. Zane, what's your set card? Zane? Zane? Zane, are you about to get destroyed? This is a near OTK. I think Zane's about to get destroyed.
モンスターでダイレクトアタック
Zane's getting destroyed.
ここまでとは
かかれモンスターでダイレクトアタック
やるな
Bye, Zane.
株価上昇モンスターでダイレクト
Jagger Princeton to the quarterfinals. Zane got destroyed, and he had Torrential and Mirror Force and Overload Fusion in his hand. And with the opponent having 5 monsters in attack position, if Zane would have just, let's say, had a negate attack for just one. If he had Compulsory Evacuation Device to stop one of those attacks. He would have had Overload Fusion going into a pretty darn powerful Chimeric Overdragon which can attack each one of the opponents. Zane would have probably won if he could have just negated one of those attacks.
金に物を言わせた勝てばいいんだよ勝てば
なぜだミスはなかったはずだが
Well, can Jagger do the same, you think, against Jim Crocodile Cook? I'm gonna set up the 7th duel of the first round. Oh, Adrian Gecko was already in the right spot with the right deck. It's as if the game knew. His opponent is gonna be the 3rd custom character. We're going to see Dimitri in this tournament using the Supreme Kings deck. For the most part, anyway. He has evil heroes, including the evil hero fusions. The thing is, if Dimitri wins King's Cup, well, wins this tournament, then he's going to take the deck that he won with into the Champions Cup. If he wins that, I have to make his deck in in Master Duel to continue it there. But I also want to make the Supreme King just as a character, so I'm not sure how I'll differentiate the two. We'll see when we get to it. Dimichi versus Adrian Gecko, let's see. There's Dark Gaia in this deck. I'm trying to think, does the Supreme King in this game have Dark Gaia? Maybe in one of his decks.
デュエルは熱い戦いだけじゃないことを教えてやろ
う。勉強の成果をテストしよう。デュエル。行くぞ。先生のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動だ。
Dark Fusion straight off the bat. Avian and probably Burstinatrix, Evil Hero Inferno Wing. And something some with Dark Fusion, I think, can't be destroyed by card effects? Why already Dark Calling? If the opponent has something like Dark Hole, you're done for. You're using up all of that you can. Great that you have 2 Inferno Wings. Probably good to give someone 1, because the only thing you could have played was either the Hexil Fusion or Avian to defense. But if they have something like Dark Hole, then that was a complete waste of most of your resources. Well, one of the can't be destroyed with card effects, I think. Well, let's see how much you can sell with Asset Cloud. Asset Cloud and some of the support spells in time for Cloudians, or in general, just something like Spirit Barrier, can make it really hard. Because the Cloudians can't be destroyed by battle, but they also can't be in offensive defense. They have to be in attack position. But I think that there's a continuous trap called Spirit Barrier. I'm not sure if Adrian has it. Where, as long as you control a monster, you don't take battle damage. So if that card isn't destroyed or negated, and the Cloudians aren't either, you just never take battle damage. And you keep your monsters because they aren't destroyed by battle. He does a Spirit Barrier. But there's a chain for Mystical Space Typhoon. I was gonna say, but doing that on Spirit Barrier is the right play. Asset Cloud might be destroyed by battle, but it's still a good 1600 damage every attack.
Monster をセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。行くぞ。先生のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動だ。バトルだ。行け。モンスターで攻撃だ。ああ。それで捕らえたつもりか。行け。モンスターで攻撃だ。ああ。それで捕らえたつもりか。
I think with Spirit Barrier gone, Adrian's entire strategy fell apart.
まさか僕のターン。ドロー。
Adrian's entire strategy fell apart. Yeah, you want that Spirit Barrier. Cloudian Skull helps if you get it early, and if you get enough Cloudians to summon, but nothing you can do. Yeah. Once Spirit Barrier got destroyed by MSD, Dimitri won. Smart, not even summoning something in case of Torrential. Because that could honestly be Torrential Tribute. But he hasn't summoned anything since his first turn. That's fine. Dimitri with an easy victory over Adrian Gecko. Is it the only custom character that made it to quarterfinals?
まだまだだな。もっと頑張らないとダメじゃないか。
Chaz, it is your turn. Just for the fun of it, I'm making an Obelisk Blue Chaz. No, I'm gonna check what should they have had. Deck number 3 Shaz, Prince 10. Deck 3, what outfit matches that? That's still the black one. But I want to have the blue one. I feel like having the blue one. So we're gonna use the blue one. And his opponent is Atticus Rhodes. Atticus has a different deck depending on the outfit. So that one actually gonna be different. Atticus deck number 2. That's Obelisk Blue Atticus. Final quarterfinals. Who's gonna fight Dimitri?
ザコがこの俺様に挑もうなどとは10年早いわ。
It's a show time! このブリザードプリンスがお相手しよう。デュエル行くよハリー、僕のターン。ドローいいかな、僕のしもべだよ。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
身の程を思い知らせてやる。俺のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
さあ行くよ、僕のターン。ドロー。バトルだ。受けられるかな。モンスターで攻撃。
リバースカードだ。トラップ発動。
手札から魔法発動。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
そんなに恥をかきたいか。俺のターン。ドロー。さあ行け。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。手札から魔法発動。
そうこなくっちゃ。
手札から魔法発動。
そうこなくっちゃ。
バトルだ。行け。モンスターで攻撃。
速攻魔法だ。
行け。モンスターで攻撃。ターンエンド。
みんな見ててくれよ、僕のターン。ドロー。これだよ、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。
Rage Badass could be nice with piercing. He's going for
バ
Jackal.
トルだ。
Huh.
声援よろしく。モンスターで攻撃。
効かんわ。
モンスター効果発動。
モンスター効果発動。さあ行け。モンスターを特殊召喚。
いいかな、モンスターを特殊召喚。ターンエンド。
行くぞ。俺のタ
The
ーン。
combo has been set up. Arm Dragon level 3, summon a Moss Dragon. Standby phase, let's level up. Suddenly there's 2400 attack power in the field.
モンスターを特殊召喚。さあ行け。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。手札から魔法発動。戦闘だ。行け。モンスターで攻撃。
そうこなくっちゃ。
行け。モンスターで攻撃。
来なくっちゃ。
モンスター効果発動。モンスター効果発動。さあ行け、モンスターを特殊召喚。ターンエンド。
盛り上がってきたようだね。僕のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。僕のしもべだよ。モンスターを特殊召喚。バトルだ。受けられるかな。モンスターで攻撃。
期間は
これだよ。僕のしもべだよ。ターンエンド。
そんなに恥をかきたいか。俺のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。
So Chaz had the advantage, or so I thought, but then Beast King Barbaros came out. Check out Armed Dragon level 7. And there's still Megamorph in the hand for Atticus. Atticus has lower life points, so he could double his attack to do massive damage. Ooh, wait, he has Piercing with Enraged Battle Locks as well. It could be worth it, honestly, for this turn. And now, if he summons a Mouse Dragon or Flying Kamakiri, you attack something else. If he summons Armed Dragon, you attack the Armed Dragon. Okay, so attack the set monster, because otherwise he's going to play Armed Dragon again. That's what I would do. Goes for the defense for the more damage, that's smart. Better than the Flying Kamakiri, but here comes another Armed Dragon. Level 3, and therefore level 5. One thing I did think about when we get around to Master Duel, unless I make little images for every character to put over where the player names are normally, it'll be hard to tell a Master Duel, hard to remember which character is which. Like, oh, if I say it's Yugi versus Kaiba, and you see one deck being Blue Eyes and one deck being Dark Magician, sure, you'll be able to recognize it, but it's nice to just have the character's image. Like, if Atticus and Chaz both having their name and their face near the top of the screen for Tag Force. I want to do that for Master Duel too, but that'll require me to make a lot of little images and being able to switch them on and off every time a new duel starts. It'll require quite a bit of work, but I feel like that is going to be good for the series. Oh, Atticus, you're looking good with all that piercing. And attacks the Mouse Dragon, but here comes Shrink, so Mouse Dragon actually won't go down. I'm very surprised he still hasn't played Axe of Despair. That would have been 2,000 more damage already. With them both dealing piercing. He gets rid of the piercing? That was your win condition this turn. You should have just attacked. Like, equipped the Axe of Despair, and then you had to win this turn. It was on the field. You had to win. What are you doing? Also, please attack Armed Dragon, because they didn't summon it much, but please destroy it. Oh my god. And then they didn't... Because they attacked Monster Dragon first, and Monster Dragon isn't forced summoned in an attack position, they messed up. If they would have attacked Kamakiri, then they would have had something in attack position, and Chaz would have taken more damage. Atticus, you are messing up. If you lose because of this, then yeah, that's completely on you. You had the win on the field, and now he gets his Destiny draws off. Destiny draw plus double evolution if they're both in the deck? Or is it also from the hand? They still need something really good to beat Beast and Barbaros. But he has 2 level 5 armed dragons now. One of them in defense. Okay, so because he only wants to attack with one of them on Manticore. Pot of Avarice, okay. Sangan, all 3 of his level 3s in the Kamakiri. But not his first level 5. There's Monster Born, that might have been his Destiny draw. Just a Monster because he can't summon level 7. Okay. Is he allowed to summon level 7 though? Do you think that's in the end phase? He is. But level 7 is still gonna get taken out, although it'll probably be put in defense. Yeah, just enough to damage. Wait, is that mandatory or is that optional? Because he got rid of his Barbaros. That is... You can send one beast. It's optional, but he got rid of his 3000 attacker. He can beat the level 7, but then the level 5 is still there. Enraged Battlelock, summon it! Summon it! Summon it! Axe of Despair! Get that piercing going. Level 7 only has 1000 defense, I think. Yes. He sees the win condition now. He sees it. Manticore Darkness attack. He messed up a few times, but it looks like Atticus is still gonna win. Not quite in this Space Typhoon. Wait, like get rid of Axe of Despair. He's using it, which 1 is dumb, and 2, why on Enraged Battlelock? That's still your win condition. We got rid of his win condition twice now. Atticus. Atticus gonna lose now because Chaz can beat him. Everything's gonna go to attack position. Bye, Atticus. You messed up, brother. You messed up. Yep. Yeah. Getting rid of Barbaros is a bad idea. Choosing to use Axe of Despair. Getting rid of Enraged Battlelocks twice. And when he had the first Enraged Battlelocks, if he would have just played Axe of Despair earlier, he would have won already. Oh, we actually survived through the turn. Does Atticus get his Destiny draw as well? He has lower life ones than Chaz. That... He needs his Destiny draw because otherwise it's Axe of Despair. He doesn't get his Destiny draw, he's done. He put Axe of Despair there. When he knew that he would... Even... He only had Manticore Darkness left at that point. Manticore Darkness could have destroyed either Armed Dragon level 7 or 5. Whichever one survived would have taken out Manticore. There was no way that Axe of Despair going to the top of deck was smart. The Chaz could have beaten whichever monster remained. Atticus messed up and he paid for it. No, no. Shut your mouth about Lady Luck. You just didn't play well. Sorry, Atticus. Maybe because you were lost for a while, you forgot how to play. That wasn't very good. And Uranopolis blue. Alright, quarterfinal time. 7 duels left. Axel Brody, who burned Cyrus Truesdale to the ground with his volcanics. And then Vice Chancellor Bonaparte, who surprisingly beat Yusei. That's gonna be our first quarterfinal.
俺の炎とお前の信念、どちらが熱いか勝負だ。
我が輩の辞書には不可能という文字はない。そのことを思い知らせてやるである。
デュエル。
さて行くである。我が輩のターン。ドロー。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
小手調べと行こう。俺のターン。ドロー。お前の出番だ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。モンスター効果発動。
この瞬間リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。
手札から永続魔法発動。手札から永続魔法発動。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
よく見ておくである。我が輩のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。手札から魔法発動。モンスターを特殊召喚。
Volcanic Rocket about 2 on eBay. Secret rare from a fire deck IRL. Nice. I think the decks that I tried to build IRL were a Shadol deck that I never fully finished, but I quite like it. And then my favorite archetype is Constellar. And both the Constellar deck that I own in real life, except for like 1 or 2 cards maybe, that's in King's Cup, being used by Dipper Orion. So without the most latest Constellar support, but still some really good Constellar cards. And then the Shadol deck that I used online after its second wave of support. That deck, which is like Chaos Shadol, is in the King's Cup as well, which you'll see in the next couple days on stream with Master Duel. Actually, I might do the first stream of that tomorrow, because I'm off work tomorrow. Angie, which is one of the video game exclusive characters, she will be piloting that Shadol deck. See if she can become the first Queenie games.
痛くも痒くもないのである。モンスター効果発動。出陣である。モンスターを特殊召喚。
モンスター効果発動。
痛くも痒くもないのである。
ターンエンド。
よく見ておくである。我が輩のターン。ドロー。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。バトル構えつつモンスターで攻撃である。モンスターでダイレクトアタックである。
やるな。
突撃。モンスターでダイレクトアタックである。
やるな。
ターンエンド。
こうなったら俺のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。
トレビアン。我が輩のターン。ドロー。
Is Bonaparte about to go to the semifinals? Bonaparte. Like, he has a decent deck, but I don't see him as great. But it's working for him. He started without monsters. Okay, that's Morphing Jar, but he can't use those cards he draws until the next turn. Oh, 500 damage. That wasn't sent by Tri-Blaze Accelerator, so that's no extra effect. It's just burn. I think Bonaparte's about to go semis. What if Bonaparte wins the tournament? That's gonna be something. Grell IT is a character that maybe would get there purely on like his anime appearance. He's actually a good duelist if he tries to. Bonaparte, I don't think he's that great. But Bonaparte's in the semi-finals. He obliterated Axel Brody.
なぜだ戦略は確実に勝利に向かっていたのに
Hi, Fanvern. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Bonaparte having beaten 2 opponents already. That's not something I expected. Alright, so who's gonna be the one to try and defeat Bonaparte? Is it going to be a previous champion, Don Zalug? Or is Para going to do it? Yeah, no, you say. Obviously, it's just very early synchro cards that he has, but it just didn't come together for him. Wait, wasn't it Yusei that got beaten by Bonaparte as well? Little chubby Bonaparte. Beats Yusei. Then beats Axel Brody. Axel was the one that beat the Supreme King, remember? And he lost to Bonaparte. Oh, please, actually, Bonaparte just win the tournament at this point. At this point, you've already won twice, you only need to win 2 more times. Please win.
カードオープントラップ発動
ターンエンドだ。
プロサソリの力見せてやる私のターンドロー私は私自身のカードドン・ザルーグを召喚するバトルだ
We don't often get to see Gores, but we're about to see Gores, and with as little cards as Donzalug is remaining, I think that might be the card that Para wins with. And even a Swords to stall with, and Lightning Vortex to destroy something. Wait, does that come first? No, Gore just chained to that then, right? Yeah. So Gores comes out first before it can be discarded. There's either Lightning Vortex or Swords that'll go. But Gores is on the field and is ready to do something. Okay, Lightning Vortex goes, if he can just stall with Swords. But don't forget, there's also a token of 1400 points. Donzalug doesn't have anything else. We have yet to have a double champion. And it doesn't look like we're gonna go. And the closest we've ever had to a double champion is D-Set, who won Tournament 2 after getting second place in Tournament 1. And she was the best CPU duelist, because I won that tournament. So that's why I immediately put her in Tournament 2, and some of the others that, at least that I beat, I give them an extra chance at a tournament shortly after that. Because it felt unfair that I knocked them out. The Para just has Kazejin. It's Kazejin, some wind cards, it's Gores, Sage of Silence. It's the other one, it's Dox, that has Legendary Ocean and Suijin, that has Kaiser Seahorse, Unshaven Angler, Song of the Thunder. So it'll be interesting to figure out what really to do, because I'm still thinking of making the Paradox Brothers one and the same character. Although Lumas and Umbra are only ever seen tag dueling and they're only seen once, I gave them similar decks, but different. One of them focused on the Moss Beast, which I think is Umbra, and then one of them focused on Moss Beast Discarded, which is Loomis, and that version is more inconsistent. The Donzalug deck is better. Donzalug deck, the Moss Beast deck, Umbra. Ooh, Morphing Jar, that would help reset the hand. Actually, he's gonna have life points to use it with, but with both Shrink and Rush Recklessly in Para's hand? You better come with something good, Donzalug. Something like a Lightning Vortex to destroy all of their cards. Actually, no, of course, he can use Rush Recklessly during his own turn. It's over. Bye, Donzalug. We're gonna get a new champion. Para to the semis. It's gonna be Para who's gonna be the next victim of Bonaparte, maybe? Come on, Bonaparte. I'm just so rooting for Bonaparte now that he's won twice. I'm gonna be so disappointed if Bonaparte doesn't win. Whether he loses the Para or he loses in the finals. There's by the way not gonna be a match for third place, because for this, that doesn't matter. Maybe in future Champions Cup I might do that. But I'll definitely have a third place match once we get to the Champions Cup, because I want to be able to have that as a memory, as a ranking for someone. But otherwise, it's all just about the winner. And then it's second place, top 4. The last tournament, like once we have 15 qualifiers for Champions Cup, and we need 16, there's one more spot left. Once there's one more spot left, no matter how many tournaments we've done before that, we're going to get the last chance qualifier tournament, where I select some duelists that I feel should get one more chance. And probably I'll let my viewers at that point select a few as well. But they need to give good reasoning of why they need another chance. It's no champions can be in that tournament. I'm not going to allow that. But let's say there's a certain character that's gotten top 4 3 times if it wasn't champion. They probably qualify for Champions Cup. Someone who's had so many upset victories but was never champion, they might get a shot. A last chance qualifier is something that I'll do as the last tournament before Champions Cup. And I intend to do that in every season. Alright, third quarterfinals. We get the Jagger Princeton, who obliterated Zane Truesdale. He's gonna go against Jim Crocodile Cook. Bonaparte is secretly the main character. Yeah, definitely Bonaparte's the main character, 100%. Like, he's searching for his son. He wants to find his son, and his son isn't even in this tournament. His son is going to be in the villains tournament, because he was a villain at some point. He was taken over by Yubel, but he was villain, so I think he counts for the villains tournament. It's going to be all the Shadow Riders. It's going to be Yami Merrick, Bonaparte, Viper. Who was else a villain? Aster Phoenix was a rival, not a villain. Zane was a bit evil, but not... He wasn't villain. Kagamaru is a villain. It's gonna be a good amount of Shadow Riders, which means Tanya and Don Zulu get another shot. And they're both champions already.
Get set! 俺のターンだ。ドロー。ライドン、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。ターンエンド。いつまで持つかな。私のターン。ドロー。
Whether Bonaparte wins this tournament or not, I'm gonna try and remember to make Bonaparte the thumbnail for the video. Like, because the YouTube VOD is gonna come in the next few days, and that needs a thumbnail. I'm gonna try and make it Bonaparte, whether he wins it or not. Because usually I just use one of the standard images that, like, 3 preview images that YouTube gives me. I made a custom one, well, custom one. I still took just a screenshot from the video to make it the thumbnail. Because the last turn we saw Exodia, someone actually was able to win with Exodia. So I made Exodia the thumbnail. Now I want it to be Bonaparte. Ooh, good hit on Torrential.
No problem. 想定内だな。ターンエンド。ゲッツセット。俺のターンだ。ドロー。モンスターをセット。モンスター効果を発動する。モンスター効果を発動する。バトル。 ゴー！モンスターでダイレクトアタック。想定内だな。ターンエンド。行くぞ。私のターン。
Put Bonaparte facing Giga Chad. Probably not, but I see where you're coming from. Bonaparte is yeah. Bonaparte is not secretly the main character. I'm not gonna put him in Giga Chat, but I like the idea of it. Just winning a single tournament is impressive enough. We've only had one tournament that was less than 16 participants, so some people only had to win 3 times. That was the female-only tournament. Because there aren't that many females as long as we leave out the page 3 characters. Which I did at the time. And now I think I have 1 or 2 extra female characters in custom, like Ishizu. But yeah, Ishizu wasn't... I didn't have the custom deck for Ishizu at the time of the female tournament, so there weren't that many. Tanya's probably the strongest, either Tanya or Alexis. But Alexis also won her tournament. And then we had Jasmine win recently. And then Disa.
ゴー
Disa's
モン
there.
スターでダイレクトアタック
Obelisk Blue Tournament's gonna see Disa in action. One of my favorite, Wisteria. I really hope she does well.
程度は必要経費だ
Obelisk Blue Tournament, by the way, will
モンスター
include
効果を発動
those
する
that run the dorms, the headmasters. So Fonda Fontaine, Dr. Crowler will be there too. And I'm not sure if I want to include Zane, if I'll count Zane for Obelisk Blue, because he has his. If I would have had his number 7 deck, then yeah. Otherwise, no.
こいつだ
Aster counts as Obelisk Blue apparently, so
召喚
I'll do that. I'm not sure where I put Blair. If I put her at Slifer Red or Obelisk Blue,
やれモンスター
I'll have to
で攻撃
check, because she's been both in the anime.
カードを
If she
セット
was in Slifer Red, then I'll
ターンエンド
not use it for Obelisk Blue.
Take it easy 俺のターンドローモンスター効果発動ライドンモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚バトルファイトモンスターでダイレクトアタック生意気なシューモンスターでダイレクトアタック生意気
You
な
said you really liked Jim Crocodile Cook. Well, Jim Crocodile Cook is in the semifinals. He was in the finals last time, right? Last week? I'm gonna quickly check. Tournament 9. Yep. Jim was in the finals. He lost to Jasmine. So Jim was one away. So if Jim's in the semifinals again, and he's definitely shown his strength. So if he doesn't win a tournament, he has, I'd say, already a pretty good shot at qualifying for the last chance qualifier. That sounds a bit weird to say. But he's top 4 again. But who's he going to fight there? Is it Chaz Princeton with his Armed Dragon deck? Or Dimitri? And Dimitri, we haven't even seen his best evil heroes. He just summoned 2 Inferno Wings and then overpowered Adrian Gecko after taking out his 1 trap card to could have saved him. Final quarterfinal? Dimitri versus Chaz. Cook just cooked his opponent. Well, I guess he did have some burn effects in there too. Dimitri's a raw yellow. He likes to copy good decks. Copies Yugi's deck, copies Jaden's deck at some point. Now he has the evil. Now he has Supreme King's cards. Not sure how he got them, but he did. Starting off with the Dark Fusion again. Can't be targeted by the effects of the opponent's monster spells and traps, and only this turn. So it can still be destroyed by them. Can still be affected by them. Just not targeted. But also only that turn. It's not safe from Monster Reborn. It's not safe from Bottomless Trap, Alternative Tribute. Just safe from stuff like Book of Moon and Compulsory Evacuation Device. Okay.
モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚戦いだ行けモンスターで攻撃期間はカードをセットターンエンド
行くぞ先生のターンドローバトルだ行けモンスターで攻撃だ
期間は
モンスター効果発動だ
モンスター効果発動さあ行けモンスターを特殊召喚そんな 程度か。
ターンエンドだ。
後悔するなよ。俺のターン。ドロー。手札から装備魔法発動。さあ行け。モンスターを特殊召喚。モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。
行くぞ。先生のターン。ドロー。こいつだ。モンスターを特殊召喚だ。バトルだ。
So Lava Golem comes out, which is stronger than Inferno Wing. I don't remember what the set card is.
そんな程度か。
Wait, does it get piercing? Did I completely miss that Inferno Wing gets piercing? It
モンス
does.
ター効果発動。さあ行け。モンスターを特殊召喚。
And then add some extra damage as well. Another 1400. Then a standby phase Lava Golem is gonna add another 1000, so that's gonna bring him down to 1100. But Lava Golem can beat Inferno Wing. How well is Chaz gonna use it? Also, Armed Dragon level 5. There's a Dark Fusion in hand, but he can't really use it unless he draws Sparkman and Clayman survives. It does have Gores, but his set needs to go off the field too for that to work. Gores requires a clear field. He's gonna attack with Lava Golem, but if Chaz can't get rid of his own Lava Golem at this point, he's gonna lose in 2 turns. Mimicry just has to stall to get there. Armed Dragon's gonna go level 7 during the end phase. The reset cards, so he, in terms of field presence and hand presence, he's definitely in a good position. It's just that Lava Golem's effect is gonna take him out in 2 turns. But level 7's effect plus just the stats of level 7 plus Lava Golem. You could do it with that. I don't remember what Mimicry's, what Dimitri's set card is, because that's key. Because if you can actually use it, then Gores might come out. If you can't, then that's it. 5,800 attack power is on Chaz's field. He would need another 1,300. He gets his Destiny draw. Last time was Monster Reborn, but he might have more options. 100 life points left. If it's Monster Reborn, he can summon back, I think, level 5. He might get, maybe it is part of Avarice, maybe. Oh, no Monster Reborn into that, man. Heroes Rule 2, what does that do? Oh, there's a card given and destroyed. Oh, it just stops Avarice and the draw effect from it. That, okay. But it does also have Monster Reborn, just like last time. Avarice and Monster Reborn, which now actually allows you to summon level 5. If the other trap doesn't stop him, Chaz wins with 100 life points left. 100 life points. Truman didn't make it with 50. Can Chaz make it with 100? Nothing yet. I don't remember what that trap is. Do any of you remember what the trap is? Here comes level 5! Nope! Chaz Princeton to the semi-finals. The final custom character is out. Mimicry didn't have enough. If he didn't have that set card set, then Gores would have been able to come out and probably would have made it. But unfortunately for Dimitri, that's not how it worked out. And that is our quarterfinals done. 3 duels remain, because remember, we're not doing a fight for 3rd place. It's just the semis and then the finals. out of the last 4, I'm absolutely rooting for Bonaparte. However, which character do you think will win? I think it's going to be either Para or Chaz. But I'm 100% rooting for Bonaparte, so go Bonaparte. 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 Let's go. We're going to see Bonaparte in action again for the 3rd time. Yay. Go Bonaparte. My 2 cents on Bonaparte. Oh, I totally forgot to do predictions for any of these matches. Maybe for the semifinals and the final. The other semifinal, I mean. Started Gaia Power. Toy Magician. Now, Toy Magician's light, so that doesn't work. Bonaparte for the memes or Chaz or Cook. Tough choices. Come on, Bonaparte. Bonaparte. Why'd you play Gaia Power? Okay, the opponent doesn't have Earth monsters, but if they did, that could have helped them. Also, if you decide to Heavy Storm next turn, you just waste your field spell. Toy Magician is in there because it's a toy. Would have been nice for him if it was Earth. Too strong to work with that. Oh, Velcro. Great creature stuff. So that might be Kamakiri then? He knows what it is. It is Kamakiri. It goes to Para's graveyard, so Para gets a summon. Which is Whirlwind Prodigy. 1500 attack. And it's a double tributor for wind monsters like Kazejin. Once Kazejin's out in the field, I'm not sure Bonaparte can do it. Although I think even he has some stuff like Torrential Tribute to maybe get rid of something or Lightning Vortex. He has another Toy Magician to deal with Whirlwind Prodigy. Toy Knight's not strong enough. That's Toy Magician then, right? Yeah. Waited with Morphing Jar until a little later. Okay, so you can't at least can't summon Kazejin, assuming he even has it. I'm just very much into this duel because I just want Bonaparte to win. Come on, Bonaparte. I'm really focused on this. Premature Burial. Oh, then he can summon Kazejin. In that case, he'll need Bonaparte will need Morphing Jar. Are we gonna see Kazejin, or is this just another monster? And then he has to crash the Toy Magicians. It's Bottomless Trap Hole. I forgot he had Bottomless Trap Hole. I don't agree with that. I would have probably waited for Kazejin or in case of Tribute Summon, but I guess if he would have crashed the Toy Magicians, then Goron Prodigy would have been able to direct attack. So, risk reward, you don't, without knowing the opponent's hand, it's hard to really say what the best is. There's Emperor. Is he gonna go with that? Yes, but what is Para's set card? Assuming that can't stop Toy Emperor, this is a really good play, because that actually overpowers Kazejin due to Gaia Power. Does it stop an attack? No trap card! Well, at least no activation, no shrink either, which would have stopped him, I think. And now they get to add a trap card to their hand. Torrential Tribute in case stuff like Kazejin comes out. Bonaparte? Are you starting to take over this duel? Yes? Good Bonaparte, because he summons something, so he doesn't... Para does not Torrential, doesn't have Shrink, who does have Monster Reborn. But that's just going to be a defense monster. And Kamakiri can summon an extra monster upon destruction, so that helps with more defense. Just normal summon Toy Soldier, attack Kamakiri, and then Toy Emperor into whatever Kamakiri summons. No new set card for Para, so you'd assume that Bonaparte's relatively safe for this turn. This turn at least, maybe more. Premature Burial as well? And then Toy Knight? The Toy Soldier, sorry. No premature burial? Just attack! Why that one? I would 100% attack with Toy Soldier first. On the one that we knew was Kamakiri. Because then Toy Emperor would have been able to attack this Kamakiri. What does he add? Mirror Force. Just straight up Torrential and Mirror Force. That is why Toy Emperor can be so good in the format. Because now even if Para takes over, even if he gets Kazejin now, he has Torrential, he has Mirror Force. If Para gets Heavy Storm though, that's going to be annoying. But there's still Heavy Storm for Bonaparte. But he has comeback cards. Bonaparte's looking good. Lightning Vortex! Arrgh! He did have Gate Guardian, yeah. That's useless. Might give Para a Zubaba General if I make him a Master Duel, just so he can use Gate Guardian now. He needed that Toy Emperor. Wait, he didn't use Mirror Force? Why not use Mirror Force? Hello? Mirror Force? Or are you now suddenly saving it for when Kazejin comes out? You have Mirror Force, you know that? I saw you add it. I remember this time I was focusing. Come on. Bring back Toy Emperor, because you knew you'd be fine with Premature. And then Kiron the Mage as well. Okay. Saved it for later. I probably still would have Mirror Force and then just direct attack with Emperor. You already have two really good traps. 2300 attack here on the Mage. Which one does he get rid of? Heavy Storm to get rid of it because he has so many good sets. Okay, Magical Dominion could have gotten rid of a card if he had another Spellcaster in hand, so he clearly doesn't have... I think Kazejin's a Spellcaster. Why not Kamakiri first? Either way, that's going to be another 1400 damage to Para. That's going to be another trap card for Bonaparte. I don't remember exactly what traps he runs in the deck, but let's see what he chooses. Rising Energy in case they attack into it and you can boost the attack. Ooh. Kazejin, if it even comes out, could, I guess, attack here on the Mage. But this is such an advantageous position for Bonaparte. He could win next turn. If that's not Mirror Force. Wait, Kiron the Mage can destroy that. Kiron the Mage can destroy that, right? Is Bonaparte in the finals? Bonaparte? Come on, Bonaparte. 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 Kiron the Mage. Kiron the Mage. Yes. Yes, boy. Direct attack. Charge! Bonaparte! Bonaparte! I can reset his opponent if he loses. Rising Energies finishes it off. Boosts! Wins! Bonaparte top 2! Glory to Bonaparte! Flippin' Vice Chancellor Bonaparte, like, if you think about it and look at all the GX characters and you have to select the 16 best ones, then you might say Jim Crocodile Cook, you might say Chaz Princeton. You wouldn't say Bonaparte. But it's going to be one of those characters I mentioned earlier against Bonaparte. Oh yeah. Bonaparte in the finals, but who will be the opponent? It might want Chaz Princeton, because Jim Crocodile Cook has a bunch of Earth monsters that can use Gaia power. Although Chaz can use his Armed Dragons to beat over Toy Emperor quicker. Once he gets to Emperor going and he gets to add his traps, then absolutely Bonaparte's good. He's never really made it far, I don't think, but he's doing really well. I'll go Bonaparte. It's Jim Crocodile Cook against Chaz. Who's gonna fight the Vice Chancellor in the finals of the tournament? This is great. You hope, Jim? Well, let's see. Jim versus Chaz. Here we go.
ザコがこの俺様に挑もうなどとは10年早いわ。
OK カレン Here we go デュエルエキサイティング俺のターンだドローモンスターをセット
Only monsters.
ターンエンド
But they include Golem Sentry and Guardian Sphinx, so that could be big.
俺のターンドローさあ行けモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚戦いだ行けモンスターで攻撃期間はカードをセットターンエンド
ゲットセット俺のターンだドロー目覚めよモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚バトルファイトモンスターで攻撃
期間はモンスター効果発動さあ行けモンスターを特殊召喚
カードをセットターンエンド
後悔するなよ俺のターンドローさあ行けモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚モンスター効果発動戦闘だ行けモンスターで攻撃
ノープロブレム
モンスター効果発動さあ行けモンスターを特殊召喚ターンエンド
ゲットセット俺のターンだドロー目覚めよモンスターを特殊召喚リバースカードオープン永続トラップだウェイクアップモンスターを特殊召喚モンスターをセットカードをセット
速攻魔法発動
ターンエンド
行くぞ俺のターンドロー手札から魔法発動
ノープロブレム
さあ行けモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚戦いだ行けモンスターで攻撃
モンスター効果を発動する
行けモンスターで攻撃期間はターンエンド
ああいう OK 俺のターンだドローモンスターをセットモンスター効果発動モンスター効果だターンエンド
身の程を思い知らせてやる俺のターンドローモンスター効果発動 さあ行けモンスターを特殊召喚。さあ行けモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。モンスター効果発動。手札から魔法発動。戦闘だ。行けモンスターで攻撃。シッ油断した。
Did he just swear?
モンスター効果発動。
Did I know he speaks English sometimes. Did he just swear? Not like big swear, but
モンスター効果
did he say
発動。
did he say shit?
さあ行けモンスターを
He is in trouble, so I could understand it. But Jim, I tried to keep words like that out of my channel. Like in real life, I might speak them on occasion, but it's very much limited. And I like to keep it both child friendly and advertiser friendly, knowing that this is gonna go on YouTube too. Gaia played is good though. Doesn't that just beat level 7? That's exactly what it needed.
モンスターで攻撃。
そんな程度か。
モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。
行くぞ俺のターン。ドロー。さあ行けモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。バトルだ。行けモンスターで攻撃。ターンエンド。
ゲットセット。俺のターンだ。ドロー。モンスター効果を発動する。ウェイクアップ。モンスターを攻撃表示で
It's
召
up to the
喚。
final few cards now. Neither has many cards in hand, and it's Jim with the advantage because he drew Gaia played exactly when he needed it. Is that going to mean he's going to finals?
そんな
You're
程
gonna
度
get another 1800 damage from Fossil Tusker, so Chaz, does he get his Destiny draw?
ダイレクトアタック。
そんな程度か。
ターンエンド。
少しはできるようだな。俺のタ
This
ーン。
might be his final turn.
ドロー。
Are we gonna see Jim in the final for the second time in a row?
装備魔法発動。
Premature burial. But he can't something better than level 5, right? Yeah.
さあ行けモンスタ
So
ーを
that takes a Fossil Tusker. But can he even summon level 7? I don't know where it can be summoned from, nor what he... Let's see, can he summon it? I'm trying to get to the card text.
ノープロブレム。
Hand or deck, not from the graveyard. So I don't think he can summon it. He has a set card.
ターンエンド。
Gaia Plate would do 400. So that Chaz would survive that, but he'd want to take him out.
ドロー。
Oh!
手札から魔法発動。
That's huge! Because now Jim gets more monsters. Because he has to banish every turn for Gaia Plate.
ライドン。モンスターを特殊召喚。
Contest! Pretty sure he gets he gets Fossil Tusker.
特殊召喚。
Does he get more? What else is banished? Golem Sentry? In case he just wants to use that effect again. An Obsidian
モン
Dragon?
スターを特殊召喚。
Just everything he's banished for either the summon or the stay on the field effect of Gaia Plate.
モンスターで攻撃。
Most likely he can finish it. Gaia Plate on that for 400. Oh wait, no, Hobbs points. He never needed to do Dimension Fusion. Special summon the attack and defense of old monster battle with this card reduced by half. He didn't need Dimension Fusion. It was just flexing. It could have just attacked with Gaia Plate and that was it. So the finals are going to be Bonaparte against Jim Crocodile Cook. The last time we saw the same person in the finals twice in a row. They lost the first one and won the second one. That was Disa in turn 1 and 2. This absolutely means Jim goes to last chance qualifier, I would say. Being in the finals twice. However, he's not going to go to last chance qualifier if he wins this tournament. The last chance qualifier should be mostly characters that have almost made it, or have shown, like, top-level results without winning a championship. One or two fan favorites might go in there, so we might put... If Bonaparte doesn't win here, we might put him in the last chance qualifier just for the memes of it. And this is all, remember, just single duels. Brick and you lose. And you're out. Master duel, everything we do in Master duel will be match duel. So if you brick there, you still get another chance. Let's set up the finals of this tournament. Jim Crocodile Cook. Vice Chancellor Bonaparte. Gaia Power will help Jim as well. Maybe even more than Bonaparte. He has Mirror Force, he has Torrential, he has the good cards. I think Jim has a better chance, but hey, I said that about Para and Bonaparte beat him, so... We're one duel away from Bonaparte being the champion. Bonaparte, let's go.
Okay, Karen. Here we go.
Hype for the finals. Come on. Who's starting? It's Bonaparte, okay. There's a bunch of spell and traps. Where's his monsters? He gets Toy Emperor, ooh. But at least he gets Trap Hole to interrupt Jim's start. Yeah, Dream Final. Jim, because you really like him, and Bonaparte for the memes. Hand Destruction. That might be good, because Bonaparte needs extra draws. Oh, I would have discarded Toy Emperor so you can pretty much burial him. But at least he gets Spirit Reaper now. Gaia played straight off the bat, and that's a special summon. Doesn't work on Trap Hole. There's only Bottomless that works on it. Good first turn for Jim. And Toy Emperor doesn't beat Gaia Plate, even with Gaia Power active. Although, didn't he... Wait, he set Rising Energy. That's one of the set cards. It was Rising Energy and MSD, I believe. Or was it... No, it was that one of the discards. He had Blast with Chain as well. No, Rising Energy was sent to the grave. Ah. I don't remember everything. Rock Bombardment. That's send a rock to grave, deal 500. So that's if he has Premature Burial or Monster Reborn. Guardian Sphinx is gonna mess up Bonaparte. So that's really scary. Also, that's just another rock in the grave for Gaia Plate. Gaia Plate won't survive for long. They should have set Spirit Reaper, I think. Has Bottomless now, which is good. They just stall out Gaia Plate and then... Because pretty sure he has to banish a rock every standby phase to be able to stay on the field. Yeah. Tries Obsidian Dragon. That's low attack, so... let's see. Oh, actually, I think if Spirit Reaper would have been there, he would have tributed it for Toy Emperor. Although now he could Premature Burial and then go into Toy Emperor. But that would put Obsidian Dragon in the graveyard, which allows Gaia Plate to stay. So I would still say set Spirit Reaper. Although I guess if you Toy Emperor on Obsidian Dragon, which I think is going to be the plan here, then they do get a trap card. He might get Torrential or Mirror Force. It's difficult, but he has Trap Hole, he has Bottomless Trap Hole. I don't remember the third set is. I think it's MST, but I don't quite remember which one was... It's either MST or Blast with Chain. Because that's the other two cards he had. But he has Trap Hole and Bottomless Trap Hole face down. Ah, Sakuretsu. That's one attack. That's not good. Okay, at least he sets Spirit Reaper. Good that he didn't go for Toy Emperor then. But he also didn't go for Kirin the Mage to destroy Sakuretsu. Maybe he didn't want to discard... He found all of his cards to be too valuable. Goes to the grave, but he gets a Gigantes. But if Gigantes gets destroyed by battle, I think it destroys special traps. Not a card effect, just battle, right? Yes, I think if Gigantes gets destroyed by battle, it destroys all spells and traps on the field, or at least on the opponent's side. So that would have been bad. But there's still a trap hole, there's still either MSD or Blast of Chain. And I guess it's Destiny Draw already? Oh, that's actually Monster Reborn. Just keep Spirit Reaper for defense. You're actually looking good now. Actually, no, full on attack. Because he has, and as long as he sets bottomless main phase 2, he's good. Yeah, tribute Spirit Reaper, summon Toy Emperor. Attack. Get your trap, set bottomless trap hole, because then if he fossil fusions, he can just bottomless trap hole it. If he Gaia plates, he can bottomless trap hole it. This is looking good. Bonaparte? Bonaparte? It's not over. A lot could still happen. Mirror Force, okay. I just don't want to see Heavy Storm. I really don't want to see Heavy Storm. I'm happy Gigantes was able to be taken out with card effects. But honestly, I feel the hope. I feel the hype. Do you guys feel the hype? It's looking good. A good play, a well-placed Fossil Fusion might ruin it though, but most of the things are out of the grave. Well, isn't... yeah, no, Obsidian Dragon is the only rock in the grave, so he couldn't even summon Gaia Plate. And there's no high-level monsters in Bonaparte's grave to fossil fuse with. So that's his one rock gone. But that's gonna be Skullger, and that's gonna get bottomless trap hold. Right. Bottomless trap hole. Let's play it. Play it. Do it. Yes! Bonaparte! He has 4100 attack on the field. He needs 2100 more. He has a Mirror Force face down in case he needs it. He needs 21. He's not going to get that this turn. But he has 14! That's going to be 700 life points. Bonaparte! Bonaparte! Even if he doesn't win Champions Cup, this is so huge and I love this. I love this. Come on, we need one more turn. Jim might get his Destiny Draw. I'm not sure what. I don't remember the exact details of what makes a Destiny Draw active. But he has either MSD or Blast of Chain, one of the two face down. He has a regular Trap Hole and then a Mirror Force. What can Jim summon that is immune to Mirror Force? And that can't be beaten by this. If Jim gets something like Mirror Force themselves, and Kieran the Mage can take that out. Is this the final turn for Jim? Come on. Just enter? He has nothing! Bonaparte! Bonaparte! Let's go! Toy Emperor! Direct attack! Come on! Do it with Toy Emperor! Ready! Aim! Fire! Championship! Bonaparte! Let's go! Yeah! Our hero Bonaparte! He actually flippin' did it! Toy Emperor! Thing is, Toy Emperor doesn't exist in Master Duel. Even if he wins Champions Cup, I have to make him in Master Duel at this point. But there's no Toy Emperor. Bonaparte wins. Let's go. Woo! Winner of the male-only tournament. Our 10th champion, our 9th qualifier for the Champions Cup. Is none other than Bonaparte. End the tournament. Show it, show it, show it. Bonaparte wins. Woo! That was really good. I had a lot of fun that tournament. I think in terms of time, this is a good length for CPU tournaments. I don't like to have that many much longer tournaments. Obelisk Blue tournament will be longer because it's gonna have everyone in Obelisk Blue, and there's a bunch of page 3 characters for that. I'll do that one without the animations though to save time. And then the Villains tournament will have 16. Most of the others will have 16, but eventually I'll have the Everyone is Here tournament, so that's like 140 characters. But that's gonna be spread across multiple streams. Our champion's blowing apart, people. Okay, so this is gonna go on YouTube in the next few days. The VOD of this. Later this week, probably tomorrow though, because I'm actually off work tomorrow. Normally I work Mondays, I'm off work tomorrow. Master Duel, King's Cup, the start of that. So, for everyone that missed the, announcement video for that. So it's round robin, 20 characters from 6 different series, dual monsters through the Vrains. A mix between male and female characters, main characters, villains, side characters, unknown characters. There's 2 characters that come from the video games, including Disa from Tag Force 3. And then there's a custom character too. I will stop here, have to go. There's a cool stream. Happy to discover your channel. I'll come back for another with pleasure. Yeah, it was really fun to have you here. If my YouTube channel is Alka193 as well. So if you want to look at my videos there, I upload Pokemon there like every second day, and then some of my stream VODs and some Yu-Gi-Oh content will go up there too. There you go. There's going to be in King's Cup 20 duelists, and let me just quickly go through the 20 so you know who to expect tomorrow. Let's see, where is my list? For dual monsters, we have Yami Yugi, Taya Gardner, and Yami Merrick. Taya actually has and they all have good decks. GX has Astra Phoenix, Howard X Miller, who played once against Jaden. He has a mill deck. There's Disa from Tag Force, and then Tanya. For 5Ds, there's Jack Atlas and Tinami, the one that taught you, say, Exo Synchro, and then Roman Goodwin, the Spider Darksliner. Zexel has Quattro, Tricky Tommy Noble, who appeared in 1 episode. There's Brooke Walker and Nistro. Arc 5 has Yusho Sakaki, so Yuya's dad. There's Dipper Orion, the Constellar player. I had to include him. Constellar is my favorite archetype. And then Rin, who played Wind Witch. Vrains has 1 character, Blue Maiden. Then we have Angie from War Jam 2 2009 through 2011. She always plays Dark decks, and I gave her a Shadol deck. And then finally Miss Chono, a manga character who doesn't actually duel in the manga, but she plays Dungeon Dice Monsters in the Dungeon Dice Monsters game, and she has the snake hair in that. So I started with the snake hair, and I built her a deck, and it's really good. It's like normal monster, ritual, summon based. And I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you always remember that all of you are worth it. Bye-bye.